Hey everybody, it's Doxy here, and there were just a couple of things that I wanted to talk about because Twitch knows about these things, but YouTube doesn't necessarily know about these things. Um, so I'm gonna say a lot because I didn't like write a script or anything because you know me, I don't really do that. But I wanted to keep you guys up to date on what is going on in my life. So over a month ago, at the beginning of August, really the end of July, we moved into our new place. Me and my boyfriend Rocket Lobster, or Joe, and my roommate, pun intended, or Chaos, or Brian, depending on what you know him as. We all moved into a new apartment in my hometown, and it was just to upgrade, because we did not have enough space in the place that we were. We're all kind of extra long poopers, and we only had one bathroom, so we got a place that had two bathrooms and three bedrooms so that I could have an office that wasn't in my living room. My office is in the master bedroom of this new apartment, and there's weird stuff going on with it. There's weird stuff going on with it, and I figure I could tell you guys about this. I'm going to tell you right now that I don't need any advice, that I've talked extensively about this issue that I'm having with other people, with my chat with people that I know that have experience in the weird. And I also don't want you guys to think I'm crazy because I already feel like I'm crazy, but you never know. You never know what's going on. So the very day that we moved in here, I started to feel really weird in my office. I started to feel really weird. We have a master suite, which is right when you walk in. It's the biggest room. It's the biggest bedroom. If you walk in and you look to your left, that's like the living area of the room. And if you look to your right, then you will see this little tiny hallway that walks to a walk-in closet. And that hallway is flanked by a his and hers vanity and a tiny, tiny master bath, which when I say tiny, I mean it is tiny. It is a 5 or 6 foot square room with a toilet and a stand-up shower. It is not big. It is not a big room. So if I'll tell you what, I will put a picture, right here, with like a drawing of the layout of, or even my blueprints for the apartment, like the blueprints for the apartment. I'll put those there so that you can see what I'm talking about. But both the bathroom and the hallway, or not the hallway, sorry, both the bathroom and the walk-in closet kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. They feel fucking weird to me, right? And at first it was just like I felt uneasy, and it didn't take long for it to escalate to outright dread and fear. Right now, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in here and alone, and I'm scared. Anytime that you see me making a video or doing a stream, I am scared. I am constantly scared to be in this room, and it sucks. It feels weird. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. Everything started when I was taking a shower, my first shower in that bathroom, which happened to also be the only shower that I took in that bathroom. Because, and I know this sounds crazy, and I know people are going to judge me. Like I've come to terms with this. People are going to judge me for this. But I saw in my mind's eye, right? Like I didn't see with my eyes. I saw in my head an image of a girl looking over the shower curtain at me. And it wasn't just like a regular girl, okay? It was a girl that had like a mangled face. It was mangled. It had like scratches and scars on it. And she was smiling menacingly, threateningly at me, like a mean smile. My cat just sneezed and it made me lose my shit. I just about pissed my pants. Okay, anyway, so that was the first thing. I had to keep my eyes open for the rest of the shower. Got soap in my eyes, the whole shebang. It was rough. It was terrifying. It was so scary. And I was just like, you're being so silly. You're being so silly right now. But it kept being scary. It kept being scary. And I think that like really set the tone for it to be scary. The logical, skeptical side of me says that because I had that weird brain experience in there, that's the reason that I'm scared of this room. But I know that before that I was kind of scared of it already. I was kind of just uneasy about that area. So I told Joe about it. And he was like, yeah, you're being a fucking weirdo. Like, there's nothing wrong. And neither him or Brian feel at all weird about this area. Neither of them get creeped out by this area like I do. And that's just another thing that makes me feel crazy. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. That's not the only thing that has happened. Since then, I have heard knocks that come in threes, coming from inside the closet, scratches on the walls, and I have heard a crash come from in there, and I couldn't bring myself to go and inspect it, but I have obviously been in my closet since then because that's where I keep my clothes, and I do my makeup and stuff next to there every single day, but and nothing, it doesn't seem like anything is out of place. Like, no pile of anything fell down. But I swear to you guys, I heard that crash. I heard that crash. There's evidence on my Twitch channel, in one of the VODs, I'm not sure which one, of like knocking sounds happening constantly when I'm home alone. I feel a little bit better when Joe is in here with me, but not like all the way, not totally. Like, I feel threatened. I feel like I shouldn't be here. And outside of that, sometimes my cats act really crazy. My ukuleles, I have 2 ukuleles just chilling right here, right next to me on the ground in their stands. They fell down. They like leapt out of their stands and fell down. And it's terrifying. I'm fucking scared of my house, and it makes me feel ridiculous. It makes me feel crazy. No 32-year-old woman should be scared of her house, but I am. There have been times where I could not bring myself to come in here, like a force field. Like a force field is there's a barrier, an invisible barrier on the door, and I just sit there and can't bring myself. Like, I sat there. There was one day that I sat there and cried for half an hour and ended up not doing a stream because I could not bring myself to come in here. Then I decided, because I bought a while ago, back before I was as poor as I am now, I bought what is called a spirit box. And a spirit box is a thing that scans radio frequencies milliseconds at a time. Not long enough for like a full word to get through these broadcasts, right? It broadcasts for milliseconds at a time, sweeping radio waves. And it's supposed to be a way for spirits to speak to you. And I'm going to say right now that I'm neither a believer nor a disbeliever. I think that it is naive to just believe without evidence. I think that it is also naive to just outright write that shit off. We can't prove one way or another whether or not ghosts exist. But anyway, so I bought it because I'm thinking about getting a bunch of ghost hunting equipment and making a paranormal YouTube channel where I try to catch evidence of ghosts, because this is something that has always been like a thing that I've been interested in, we'll say. Anyway, so I didn't get any conclusive evidence when I did the spirit box session in there. I did record it. I put it on YouTube unlisted, and I showed it to my Twitch chat. If you guys have interest in seeing the footage, I could make it public, I suppose, and link to it, but you'll have to let me know. I don't know. I didn't get anything conclusive out of it. I thought I heard it say my name. Somebody else scanned the footage and heard it say "get out" and showed me, and it sounded like it to me. But also, just so you guys know, we as humans, we want to recognize patterns in things. We want to, especially human things, right? We want to see human faces. We want to hear our language being spoken to us. That's something that we want to have happen. So we will see it sometimes when it is not necessarily there. This is a fact. this is absolutely a fact. This is actually something that is evidenced very much by the Yanny Laurel thing that happened. When somebody suggests that you hear Yanny, you're more likely to hear Yanny. If somebody suggests that you should hear Laurel, you're more likely to hear Laurel. Stuff like that. This is something that just happens with human beings. Anyway, no conclusive evidence came out of the spirit box session that I held in my closet. However, that night, we went to bed, and Joe gets up earlier than me and goes to work at his big boy not YouTubing job, and he came in, and I was the last person to bed the night before. I'm just to get that out of the way. I was the last person to bed the night before, and I am a stickler about having doors shut, lights off, and I know that I did that. I know that I did that. I know that I shut off lights. I know that doors were closed. I know that. I know that I did that. That is just not, it's not even a question that I didn't do it. I vividly remembered doing it. And on top of that, I just don't go to bed without doing those things. Anyway, the next day I wake up and Joe is gone. And I hear Brian in his room, because his room is adjacent to our bedroom. I hear him moving around in his chair and typing and stuff. And so I message him, "Are you home?" Because he was supposed to be at work also. I'm home alone during the day until like 3 to 4 p.m. typically. No, he was not home. He was not home. I heard him moving around in his chair because his chair squeaks under him. And I heard him typing on his keyboard because he has a loud mechanical keyboard. He was not home that day. And I'm just like, okay, fuck this shit, I guess. And then I look at Discord, and Joe had sent me a message from work, and he said, okay, I know why you feel freaky about the closet. Our wiring is fucked. And that was something that we had already kind of suspected anyway, was that maybe we had funky wiring, and I was just really sensitive to that, because that is something that apparently people, like, it can make people feel weird when there are, like, wiring problems. So we figured that maybe I'm just sensitive to that kind of thing, and those two aren't. But he goes on, and he says, let me actually, I'm going to find the exact message. We kind of talk on Discord a lot, so this might take a while. I might not be able to find the exact message, but he said, I went to take a shower today, and I'm not going to look for the exact message, I'm sorry. Both of the switches were flipped in there, but neither the fan or the light work. The door was open to the bathroom, and both of those switches were flipped, and the light and the fan were both off and would not come on. We had an electrician out here twice. It took to fix this problem. And now it's fixed. The wiring is fixed, but I still feel fucking weird. I still hear sounds sometimes. The sounds have been coming less and less, but I do hear them sometimes. Every morning at around 1:30 to 2 o'clock, it feels like the presence. That's just what I have to call it. I'm not assuming it's a ghost. Feels like it comes right up to my desk and is hunching over me like, leave, get out, leave. And I can't take it anymore, and I have to leave. Today I am facing that fear that I feel right now. I feel it right now to make this video for you. So every night, it takes me a good 4 hours to wind down from being terrified, from working in this office that I can't handle the pressure of being in. And I have been waking up late and not being able to start my streams on time. And so I don't know. I'm suffering because of this terrifying apartment that it shouldn't bother me. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. It scares me to no end, and I don't know what to do about it. But talk to you guys, I guess. That's not true. It's not that I don't know what to do about it. I have a plan in place. It's just that this kind of thing is going to take time that I don't have. It's going to take money that I don't have. And it all could still be fruitless. So it sucks. It sucks. Anyway, if you guys want, I can. Oh my god. Also, the water runs in there all the fucking time for no reason. The toilet pipes, the toilet tank fills, but it's not leaking, so I don't know why. But it might be. Toilets are weird. Toilets are weird. It's a low flow toilet too, so the tank might be like leaking into the bowl, so there's no way to detect it, and I don't fucking know. I'm no toilet expert, but that's pretty much what's going on with me, and I figured you guys would want to know. Pretty soon I will do a walkthrough of my apartment, and you guys will be able to see, and I will point out the closet and the bathroom in question. By the way, both of the closet and the bathroom they each share a wall with a utility closet. I can't believe I left this out. They both share a wall with a utility closet that is locked from the inside, that we do not have a key to get into, that we have no means of getting into, and that our landlords will not help us get into. We've mentioned it to them several times, and they just blow it off. So that's bizarre to me. I'm thinking that whatever is going on is in there. We have several theories about it being like EMF pulses, about it being funky wiring, about it being maybe like a pest control electronic, because those things exist where you can like plug a thing into the wall and it like emits either a very high frequency or a very low frequency sound that humans can't register, that rodents can. That it scared, and bugs and stuff, and it makes them not want to be around. So it could be something like that like maybe I'm picking up on that. It could, people have suggested that it is my anxiety and depression, but I promise you this is not the way that my mental health issues present themselves. It is not. It's laying in bed thinking about how I'm going to die someday and there's nothing I can do about it until I cry. Like that's how my anxiety presents itself. It's being terrified and feeling like I'm going to have a heart attack. It's feeling like I'm kind of like trapped in a ball. Like it's weird. My anxiety does not present itself in fear of tangible things. I guess I don't really know what to say. I guess I don't really know what to say or how to end this video. But if you guys are interested in seeing any of the things that I mentioned, let me know. I'll do a walkthrough of my apartment because I've been meaning to anyway, so that you guys can see my new apartment. It's so nice. I actually really like this apartment a lot. It's just, I'm scared of it. I'm really scared of it. It's frustrating to be in a nice place that has nice things and like have the facade of success when this is actually really harming my job and the pursuit of my dream career. And also it's just exhausting to be scared of my own apartment and be scared literally every night and to face it. And I know that as soon as I stop this recording, I'm going to have to get up and walk through this office, and I'm going to have to make sure that those doors are shut. I'm going to have to make sure that those lights are turned off. I'm going to have to turn off my professional studio lighting. I'm going to have to walk across this room, and it's terrifying. I don't like having my back to it. It's agony. It is absolute torture. And I just thought I would share that with you. I've been talking for a long time, so I think this is where I stop. I'm just gonna go ahead and upload this, and I guess wish me luck, guys. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to come to the streams and ask me any questions that you have. Leave a question in the comments if you want, and let me know if there's anything that you want to see. But I would love it if you guys would come and check out my Twitch channel, because that's where I mostly focus my energies these days. And if you can't catch a live stream, all the VODs are there for a while too. So definitely take a gander over there. I would love to have you. It's really fun to interact with you guys in real time, and it makes me feel a lot closer to you, and I really like it. yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you around.